Hi YouTube, this is Andy from Bite Guys IT. Just a real quick video showing you that it is possible to remove the battery from MacBook Pro 15-inch or 13-inch Retina display models. Yeah, contrary to what you'll read online and certainly what I read online, it is possible. And basically, I don't know why, but for this particular model, they chose to glue the batteries in, possibly to do with making it, a lot slimmer. But yeah, really, essentially, all you need to do to remove it is you're gonna need some of this stuff, IPA, which is basically alcohol, and what that'll do is that'll melt or dissolve away the sticky pads under each one of these cells. The trick really is to, if you've got one, put some of this in a syringe and go and kind of put it in between each of the cells. Move it from side to side, jiggle it around, let it really soak into all the gaps. Ideally, you want to take out the logic board, as many components as you can before you want to attempt this job as well. But yeah, so you get the IPA in the syringe, put it around, copious amounts. Don't be shy. And what you want to do is kind of let that work for you. It won't just you can't just kind of syringe it in and then expect to pull it out. What you need as well is something like one of those, a spudger, I think is a technical term. And what you want to do, put the IPA in, let it work away for a little bit, and then put this in the gaps and just gently tease it out. And certainly don't force it, or you'll probably end up snapping one of these cells. But what you'll find after a bit is you'll start to see it move and lift. And if you are able to lift it a little bit, whilst you're lifting it up, squirt some more IPA under and maybe tilt it so it runs down and gets to the other pads. And the more you do that, ultimately you'll be able to lift it out. I started at this end. They're all joined with a cable under there, so don't go mad and don't just rip it out, otherwise you'll damage the battery. But yeah, I started at this end, worked my way across to that one, and after a while, just to prove I'm not making it up, you should be able to, ta-da! Yeah, actually, I don't know if you can see there and there. Just move it back into frame. Yeah, the battery actually kind of slides under those two little lugs. And yeah, so there you go. You can lift it out. And if I flip it upside down and move it a bit closer to the camera, you should be able to see those sticky pads there. Yeah, so there's maybe like 4 on each cell or something like that. I'll just put it to one side. I'll just put those under there just to stop them sticking again. Even though that might have stuck to it. No. Just move this a little bit closer. So yeah, you can kind of see the remnants of the pads there. Yeah, a lot of stuff that I'd read online said that it couldn't be done. You had to replace the whole unit itself, take out the logic board and other. I think it's iFixit is a decent website for Mac repairs. And yeah, I think according to those guys, you just couldn't take it out, and you can't unless you use that. I tried heat to start with, got the old hairdryer on it, got it pretty hot, but nah, didn't do anything, didn't budge at all. But with this, maybe start to finish, maybe took half an hour, something like that. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, with this actual this particular Mac, the problem wasn't the battery. The problem was the touchpad. It needed replacing. I think it got something spilt on it, so it's damaged. So yeah, so that's what I've done in this case. And now I'm just going to put the battery back in, really. And these have kind of now the IPA is dried out. These are still pretty sticky. So what I'm going to do is and the pads are already still attached to the cells. So I'm just going to put it back in, and it'll just stick down again. So yeah. I think you can even get these batteries on eBay or various other websites as well. So yeah, don't be afraid to get stuck in. All you need is some of this IPA stuff and a little bit of time and patience and something like that. Don't really use a screwdriver because you might end up doing some damage or piercing something. And yeah, and then it will be game over. Get some of this stuff. It's absolute peanuts on eBay. Maybe get 5 bottles of this stuff for a couple of quid. And yeah, take your time, and there you go. It can be done. So yeah, that's about all. Until next time, see you later.